Leet code 8 through 8838 push dominoes. I took the explanation from his video in here. Look at the video, and the code is in Python. I tweak it a little bit into Java, but the pattern remained the same. So we are using the example from the Leet code. What happens if we have .l.r.lr.l.l. and the expected output as in the line 14. Let's see what's the code look like and what's happening. So we have a method of string push dominoes that returns string and take the parameter of string and the variable from the it called dominoes. So right now we initialize the array of the character, we call it dom, and that is dominoes char to array. So this is the character, and we will convert that in, this is an array, we convert it to character, and these are the characters. Then we will initiate a list. What kind of list? List of map. What do we map? Map of string into integer. What do we call it? Queue. And what is the type of the list? Is the array list. So we can add them one by one. That will be our queue in here, and we can see that we have array list. And we will loop right now. Loop as long as we have the DOM index, which is dom.length. Our length is 14. We will loop from 0 until 13 from the left to the right. We will loop only for the left or right. We don't really care about the dot, because if we can see in here, at the beginning is a dot, and then what it can do? Nothing. Why do we even care? Dot is being affected, it's not affecting, so we can skip it because it is a dot. And then we'll go to the DOM index of 1 right now, continue the iteration. At the DOM index of 1, we get an L with the representative ASCII number 76. If you look at it, dot ASCII number is 46, left 76, and R is 82. So we have the left, which is not a dot right now. We continue, we will map the string to integer that we call domino, and this is a new hash map. What are we going to put in this hash map? So the hash map is in here. We're going to put a string index into the value of the DOM index. So at the first element of the hash map domino, we will map the string index into 1, and then the string direction into integer of the DOM at the index of DOM index. What is DOM at the index of that DOM index is L76, and we take the integer, so we take the 76. In the domino in here, we will map the string direction into the number 76, and we will add that to array list. And this array list will have a hash map. That is because this is the list of map that we have in here. Cool. And we'll continue the iteration. And at the index, DOM index 2 is a dot. We don't care. At the index 3, we got an R. Let's do one more. And after that, I will go quickly. So right now we have an R. R is not a dot, so we continue execute line 17 until 20. We will create a domino, which is a hash map that maps string to integer, and then we will put the string index with the DOM index, which is 3. So we'll map in here string to string index into 3, and then we will map string direction into the integer of the DOM index. In this case, DOM at the DOM index is R, which is ASCII 82, and we take the integer of 82 in here. So we get the hash map that map string index to 3, string direction to 82, and we will add that to our array list in this queue in here. So we got 2 right now. Then we keep going. So this is not fast forward, this is me clicking. And we keep going, but that is the pattern until we reach in here. So far, if we keep doing that, we will have an array list size 5, which each of the array list is a hash map that map the string of index into some value and string direction to another value. Cool. Then we'll go to initiate the second sec of 0. This is I would say the iteration, a semi-brute force. That's what he said in the video. I don't say that, I'm sorry. And then we'll keep looping as long as we have something in our queue in here. Not something, it's either our second gonna pass over the queue. So right now our second is 0 and the q is 5. We keep going on. And since sec is 0, we will get what's inside the q of the index 0. So on the array list of q at the index 0, we have a hash map that maps string index to 1 and string direction to 76. We take that, and then this is our domino. That's exactly what we just explained earlier. And then what is our DOM index? Our DOM index right now in this particular line is get the value that map to index. What's mapped to index is 1. So we get DOM index 1, and DOM dir, DOM direction is the character from the integer that we get from the mapping direction. When we map the direction, it will map to integer 76, and the character is left. So we got left there. So DOM direction is left and 76. Actually, it's both. It's character and the integer. So it's like kind of casting. We get the character integer of the direction. Anyway, okay. So right now, if the DOM dir equal to left, cool. And we are not at the beginning. Because if we are at the beginning, we don't really care about it. When DOM index is 0, it means that we are here. When we have L in here, what does it do? Like just the beginning, it just fall to the left. And then what? Nothing. So we don't really care about that. That's why we have the line in here. And we make sure that to the left, -1, we are at the index 1. Index 1 minus 1 is 0. At the index 0, it's a dot. Is it? It is. At the index 0, it is a dot. Okay. So these conditions are true, and we can execute the next line, line 30. We map the string to integer. We call it new domino, and that is the type of the hash map. And in this hash map, we'll map the string index into DOM index -1, which is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. And we'll put string direction into integer of the length. Integer of the left, which is 76. Yeah. Why we just take the integer of the left? Well, because like we just want one hash map, and that map string to integer, so it matches the index and direction. Because when we want to put character in here, we have to map string to character, and we have two hash map. Complicated? No, we just have one hash map for these two value, which is string to integer. Then when this new domino, we add that into queue, which means that in the queue we have another hash map that contain index, and it has direction and can affecting something in our dominoes. If it is a dot, we don't really care. Then we will change the DOM index -1 to the left, and this dot will become left. So let's draw it in here so we can map it later. This is left, this is dot. I'm going to go slow because previously I get confused. Right, dot, dot, left, dot, dot. So what is the final form in the, it's not right now, and then we will add second to 1. So at the second one, we have this string, just like what do we have in here. So we have this string, it's all the same. Cool, let's go to the second one. What happened in here? Q is still less than the second is still less than the Q size. Second is 1, Q size. Second is 1, Q size is 6, and then we continue. We'll create a hash map. We take a hash map from the Q at the 1. What is Q at the 1 right now? It is string index map to 3, and direction is to the right, 82. So we go to DOM index. Our DOM index is domino get what map to the index, that is 3. DOM index is 3, and we will get both character and the integer on what the get mapping of the direction. In the here, the string direction map to 82. So we will get both the R and the 82 in here. Okay, so right now we got DOM index and DOM dir. Is our DOM dir left? No, it is not. So we will skip all the line from 30 until 34. We go to the line 35. Is our DOM dir right? That is true. Is our DOM dir at the end, which means like DOM index plus 1 less than DOM dot length. Are we in here? or not? Are we in here or not? The answer, we are not there. Where are we? We are at the index 3. So we are here. And this, if you can see, yeah. Okay, and what's the next condition? To the right of us is dot. To the right of us is dot. That is true. So we are here. To the right of us is dot. However, there are another check. Another check in here is that if to the next, which is +2, that is equal to the length, which means that if we are in here, yeah, let's say we are in here, and the next is dot, but the next is practically beyond that point, we don't really need to do that. It won't do anything, so we can take it out. That's the condition that we have in here. Or, and in here, when the dom.index +2 equal left. So when we have right dot and then left, the domino will shape like this. And when it's this, like this middle domino will not go to the right nor to the left. It just stays straight. So this Q, which means like this R in here, doesn't really affect anything when we have next to us is dot and next to us is an left. So that's what that mean. Therefore, we will remove that if the condition is true. I don't know, logically, yeah, okay, I don't want to say anything. Right, so, but it's not in our case right now. So, yeah, if we check the if statement in here, not our case, so we can just continue. We create a new hash map that we name it domino, and we will put the string index into the DOM index of 4. DOM index of 4, string index to 4, and then string direction into R82, which is like the integer of R82, and we add that to the queue. So the queue right now has the size of 7. And 7, we will change the DOM index 3 plus 1, 4, that 4 in here into R. Yeah, so this become R. Let's draw it in here. Dot, dot, left, dot, dot. So we are done at the second one, and that's become the value or the string at the second 2. So at the second 2, we got ll.rr.lr. It's the same that we have in here. Right now from 2 we are going to the 3. Second 2 is still less than 7. So we keep going on, going strong. What do we have at the second 2? We have string index mapped to 7 and string direction mapped to 76. So at the index 7 we are going to the left. So DOM index in here will be 7 because we get the index, what mapped to index. And then the character integer is left with the integer of 76 that we will get in our DOM direction. So we are going to the left right now. Left is true in this condition. DOM index we are not at the beginning, and to the left of us, to the left of the DOM index 7 is a dot. What is DOM index 7? Here, and to the left is dot. Okay, you're going strong. We continue. And then we create a new hash map that maps string to integer called new domino. Then we will put index, string index, and also the value of the DOM index -1 to the left of it, which is the value of 6. Supposed to be 6. Yeah, 6. String index mapped to 6, and the direction is the integer of left, which is 76. And we add that to the queue, and we will change this one into an L. So we will have an L in here, and then we have the right dot left. Cool. Going on. So right now we are at the second tree. At the second tree, what do we have in our queue? We have string index mapped to 8 and direction to the right. 8 and to the right. So in here, next is dot, next is also dot. So I think we are good with this. Let's going on. So DOM index will be 8 because that's the value that we have right now, and the direction DOM dir will be right. Okay, so it's not a left, it will be a right. And then to the next of us, we are not at the end. We are DOM index 8 plus 1 is less than 14. Okay, and the next of us is dot. Yes, it is. DOM index plus 1 is dot. DOM index plus 2 is also a dot. So we don't go to this if statement. We check it, and the value is false because this is not an L. So we go to the else statement. We create a new hash map and map string index to the right of the DOM index, which is DOM index number 9. So here, and the direction is the integer of right is 82, and then we add that to the queue. Then we will change the index at the 8, the one in here, to the right. Dot left dot dot, that is at the second 3 going to 4 and the second 4. This is the shape, or like the string that we have right now. Okay, going strong, moving on. 4 is still less than 9, we keep move on. And what do we have at 4? We have string index 11, string index map to 11 and direction to the left. 11 and map to the left. 11 map to the left, and we will change this into left. So we get the domino, which is like we get the hash map from the queue.get at the sec4, and from that hash map, the DOM index is 11, we get that, and direction is left, and 76 char and integer. When it's left, we don't check the one just like we got in the right, we only check that in the left, because we only want to check it only in one direction, not both, because in both we will double check and we get not right. Okay, so it's left, and then it's not at the beginning, and to the left of 11 is a dot. That's true. So we'll create a new hash map named new domino, put string index in map string index into DOM index 10. Yeah, in here, and direction is left, integer of left, which is 76. We add that to the queue, and then we will change the one that in here into left. Looking good. So we change that here dot r dot r, and this is r, this is l, this is dot, and this is also left. That's what happened at the second 5. At the sec 5. Okay. So that become the result of the second 5, and right now what do we get in here? It's still, second is still less than 10. Okay, cool. Then we'll get, what do we have at 5 in here? At 5 we have string index 0 and direction is left. Okay, so DOM index is 0, DOM direction is left. Yeah, since we are at the beginning, it won't do anything, so there is nothing to execute in here. So this is false, we won't execute that. Definitely is not right, we won't execute that either. And then we just done with this, and we go to the second 6. So in here, nothing changed. Okay, so right now we are at the second 6. Yeah, this is the string of the second 6. And what do we have at 6 right now? Probably right now we already get used with the pattern in here, but let's see what happened when we get to this point. What happened when we get removed? Okay, moving on. So we get 4 that map to the right. 4 that map to the right. 4 that map to the right. Next is dot. The next is also dot, and it's just like a normal thing in here. So DOM index is 4, we got that, and DOM direction is right of 82, is not left, it is right, and we are not at the end, and the next of that is a dot, so it's good. And DOM index plus 2 is 6 less than 14, and DOM index plus 2 is it L? It is L. 4, 5, 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made a mistake in here. So yeah, the mistake is in here. Let me fix that. Yeah, I'm not going to record this again. I think I'm good with this. You know it. It's a good pair of eyes for you. So since like the DOM index plus 2 is equal L, we at the index of 4 in here, we have this. Sub. This is index 4, 5, 6, and this is right, dot, and left. It just doesn't do anything, it just like a stack and stuck. So we will remove that. And we just remove, and we will add to the second 7. So notice that the queue from 10 into 9, and we are at the second 7. So let's replace this one. Okay, cool. And what happened at the... We are at the second 7, 7 to 8. What do we have at 7? What do we have at 7 is 9 to the right. 9 to the right. Which is 9 to the right. Doesn't do anything because to the next of right is left. So we'll just mostly skip it. But let's see how does our code behave. So we still get that in the domino. In domino we have string index map to 9 and string direction map to 82. DOM index 9, DOM direction is right with the integer of 82. It's not left, it is right, but the DOM index plus 1 is not equal dot, is equal to left. So we'll skip all the line in here because this is n, and we are done with the second 8. We go to we're at second 7 and we go to second 8. So at 8 is left dot r dot left r dot. So at this 8, what do we have at 8? What do we have at 8 is 10 to the left. 10 to the left. Where is 10 in here? 10 to the left. It doesn't do anything either. So, but we still have to keep going, and domino get that. In domino we get 10 to the left, and DOM index is 10, DOM direction is left, DOM dir is left, this is left, true, and DOM index minus 1 is a dot. No, it's a right, so we will not execute the line and this under this if statement. This is not an R, and we just add second into 9. Okay, so pretty much we are already in our stationary form in here. R dot L dot. Then we continue. Right now our second already the same as the q.size, and we will exit the while loop and we return the string of the DOM, which is like the one in here, because in the character right now return the string, and it is the same with our expected output, and that will be the end of our code.